And welcome back, friends. Let's play the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. When we last left off, of course, we'd finally completed the Fighters Guild line of quests. Now, I keep forgetting how awesome we look. We are splendid. When we last left off, I was going to choose what line of quests to do. However, I think we have plenty of quests here that we can get about trying to complete before we do another guild. So let's just pick one and get it done. We've had this Shadow Banish wine for a while. Let's try and do that if possible. Before I accidentally drink it or sell it. I've come across a bottle of wine with markings I've never seen before. I can barely make out. Shadow Banish wine on the label. It must be quite valuable. I should hold on to it until I find out more. Okay. I've no idea where to go for this, as I've never done this quest before.
Goodbye.
But why don't we try a...
Oh hey, sweet lady of Wayrest. Oh hey, sweet lady of my...
I'm going to fast travel here. This singing is driving me mad. Let's go to the market district and let's try a tavern. I mean, surely someone who sells wines and spirits would be the most likely person to have some knowledge on wine. But then again, that is Shellowic's logic and not Elder Scrolls logic, which, as we know, can be a bit crazy at times. You, sir, you've got a lot of wine?
Go ahead, please. Everyone's talking about the assassination, of course. Here, take my copy of the new Black Horse Courier. Go ahead, keep it.
Okay. Not exactly what I wanted. Never mind. This is going to prove for a spot of bother. 1 second. Back. Okay. Man, why can I find out about wine? You.
I am Gemellus Axius, Earl Jackman's manservant.
You.
Did not inform me of your visit.
Right. You don't know about Shadow Banish wine? Who could I possibly find that knows about it? Although, where are the Odell Farm? Oh god, where are these Cyrilli brothers based? It was in Skingrad, wasn't it? Let's see. I mean, surely one of the Cyrilli brothers knows. Well, they must. I mean, they're wine experts. I can't remember where it was though. Was it outside? Ah, that looks promising. Oh my word, lag. Lag! Is that promising? Tomatoes. Well, in short, not exactly. However, when there is an opportunity to pick such ripe, delicious fruit that can be used to make glorious potions, how can I refuse? I mean, why would you want to carry around Daedric or ebony or glass weaponry when you can fill your inventory chock-a-block full of fucking tomatoes? They're the bee's knees, guys. How many tomatoes have I got? Only 26? Oh my word. Load them up, boys. Fill your boots. Okay, that's enough tomatoes. Cyrilli bros. Cyrilli bros. Am I just being a bit optimistic and thinking he'll know about it? Probably, and I seem to have... Where am I? Completely in the middle of nowhere. What does this wine do? Does it say anything? Where's my booze? I haven't drunk it, have I? Literally does not say anything. Okay. Excuse me. Well, I've just done a quick Google, and apparently there is a village called Walnut Inn in the village of Way, which is west of the main bridge to the Imperial City. That, my friend, was right there. Man, I feel like a douche. Is it cheating? Ah, Walmart, my noble steed. It probably is, but do I care? Hell no. I mean, Christ, how else was I meant to know to come into this godforsaken little hovel? You.
Welcome to the Walnut Inn.
Wine.
Yes, actually, I'm quite fond of collecting all manners of wines from all over Tamriel.
Right.
But one vintage continues to elude me.
Woohoo!
Shadow Banish wine. How I'd love to add it to my collection.
Oh, I can help you there.
That gives me an idea. You look like the adventuring type. If you
How
can
did you
retrieve
guess?
6 bottles of Shadow Banish wine, I'll gladly pay you well. All I know about them is that they're found in the many fort ruins scattered all over Cyrodiil.
Well, that is most useful.
Well, apparently the wine is so rare because it was only made in one tiny batch. It's the product of an alchemist who was also a vintner.
A vintner.
Besides tasting incredible, the magic within the wine allows the imbiber to be gifted with Night Eye.
That's not that special.
The vintner made it special for the Legion soldiers posted at the forts when they were active long ago. It was perfect for keeping lookouts warm on cold nights and helping them see better in the dark. Clever, eh?
That is actually kind of clever, I will concede to that.
Keep looking.
Do we have a quest update? No, we literally have to pick our nose and we have to walk around all these forts looking for these wines. Well. Oh, Jesus, I can't be dealing with that. No, let's do something straightforward and simple. Lifting the veil. I've met a Nord called Tolgen. Apparently he's the herald of Countess Narina Carvain from here in Bruma. He presented me with a stipend of gold, or 5 of it, and a request from Lady Carvain to meet her at the castle. Not wanting to offend the Countess, I should accept the request and make my way there when she holds court.
Looking for that wine. Farewell.
Piss off. Let's do it. Although, could we entertain the possibility, I wonder, of a new summon? Because Skelly Guardian is getting a bit weak. But I don't know if we can get anything better than him. I like skeletons, as opposed to scamps or clamvirs, because they have a longer summon time. So you can actually get more use out of them. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything better. Let me see. Sure, this isn't particularly helping me. I I doubt I could get a skeleton hero. But a headless zombie might be useful. Problem is I've only got 144 magicka, which is a bit crap, so I need something to try and boost up my magic. And the only way I can really do that is... probably with enchantments. I doubt I can level it much higher than 200. Huh. Man, life is confusing, eh? Here we go, I found a list of spell costs. Conjuration, let's have a look. Conjuration, me old mucker. What can I summon? Oh my word. In short, not a bloody lot. I can summon Dremora, but that's for 20 seconds. A Clan Fear costs 340 magicka. The Daedroth costs 369. Skeleton Hero 330, but that's for 50 seconds. Oh, this makes me weep. Okay, it looks like we're stuck with our good old Skeleton Guardian for a while. Hooray! Ugh. Okay, let's go and see the Countess of Bruma. But no, my luck, when we get there, it'll be about 4 AM. Oh. Or bedtime for everyone. Okay. Countess of Bruma. Give me some love. Are you here? No, are you buggery? Very well, I shall... Actually, can I sit on your throne?
Well met, my lord.
Oh, I can. That feels nice. Go on then, we'll wait a couple of hours. 13. Absolutely typical. Sorry, I'm still absolutely gutted about my magicka. I really want to summon a... Well, be able to summon a better
Well met, my lord.
creature, animal, death warrior.
I'm sorry. You must be...
But new.
Well met, my lord.
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the
Yes.
stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite.
In truth, it was a bit of an insult, but yes.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Nerina Cavane. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say
sure.
I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course
Right.
referring to the Draconian Madstone.
No idea what that is. A Draconian Madstone.
The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type.
Oh.
The Madstone appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
Very well, Pale Pass.
Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass?
No, I don't care. No.
Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that
Swines.
time, The Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank.
Ew.
Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea.
Who was Raymond Cyrodiil?
You must be joking, right? Who hasn't heard of the greatest known hero of the First Age? Raymond Cyrodiil not only was the conqueror of the Akaviri forces, but he actually convinced them to help build the Empire as it is today. With such an empire at his disposal, he conquered most of Tamriel, except Morrowind, of course, and was crowned emperor. In fact, he instituted the rites of becoming an emperor, which included the construction of the Amulet of Kings.
Ah.
His alliance with Lord Vivek during the Akaviri invasion is just one example of his cunning and ingenuity.
So the alliance ended the conflict.
Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone.
What a coincidence. The Madstone.
If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game?
Smashing. Let's do it.
I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone.
Oh my word.
I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary.
This sounds like a very
I'm
complicated
assuming
quest.
it will prove useful when you arrive at the site.
Okay.
The Madstone. I paid several scouts to try and... These landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The rest is up to you. Be caught.
Okay, well, without further ado, let's
May
get
the path ahead
cracking.
be free of danger.
Would it be as hard as she thinks it is? Probably.
How can I?
I can't remember what occupies Pale Pass, but I'm gonna take a punt that it's probably ogres. Countess Cavain has told me that her scouts have already located the first landmark mentioned in the diary, Dragon Claw Rock. It's been marked on my map, so I should begin the journey from there. Let's do it. Luckily, there's a convenient path. Walmart, onwards! Charge! I wonder if we will see random naked bandit. Random naked bandit. No, I think he's gone. Bless his cotton socks. Let's go. Oh no, he's still there. Oh, bless him. I would have thought he would have got tired of standing in the cold. But nope. He is a glutton for punishment. Okay, so what have we got in the cold, dark depths of Bruma? Pain, misery, toil, sweat, blood. All of those. Dear! Kill them all.